Welcome community. This is Binarai. Here for another weekly update on the 7th of May 2025. We'll get started in about 15 minutes time. Share the stream. This is the official Raptoreum YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribing to keep up to date with any more Raptoreum videos. We also do a little bit of rain in the stream party chat. The link's in the top right of the stream. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. X-Ray, how you doing, Rude Rugs? Good to see you, bro. Hey, Joe. What's up, man? Hi, Rude. Good evening.
He is my devil. Don't look him in the eye. The one you'd never handle. The one who would destroy you from the inside. It's alright, it's alright. Don't look him in the eye.
Hey, Momoto Geek. What's up, man? Guys, please share the stream. Grab the link and share it with your friends.
He is my devil. Don't look him in the eye. The one you'd never handle.
We'll get started in about 10 minutes time. Don't forget, we will be doing some rain as per usual in the stream party chat. That is at the Raptoreum Discord. Link is at the top right of the stream. Head over to the stream party chat.
It's just like a dream, you confuse it with life. Our bones are made of steel and blood is pure wine. Bones are made of steel and blood is pure wine. Be careful what you wish for. He is my devil. Don't look him in the eye. The one you'd never handle. The one who would destroy you from the inside. It's alright, it's alright. Don't look him in the eye. He is my devil. Don't look him in the eye. The one you'd never handle. The one who would destroy you from the inside. It's alright, it's alright. Don't look him in the eye. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. I can paint red circles with my tears in the gray and black city. They can be seen. I float in the red skies like a stormy sea. People never look up, and I can be seen. I can paint the red circles, red circles. I can paint the red. I can paint the red circles, red circles. I can paint the red. I can paint red circles with my tears. Red circles, red circles. I can paint red circles with my tears. Red circles, red circles. This is the moment I stop worrying. This is the day I stop being afraid. This is the moment I stop worrying. This is the day I stop being afraid. I can paint the red circles. I can paint the red. I can paint the red circles. I can paint the red. I can paint red circles with my tears in the gray and black city. They can be seen. I float in the red skies like a stormy sea. People never look up, and I can be seen. I can paint the red circles, red circles. I can paint the red. I can paint the red circles, red circles. I can paint the red.
Just about another 5 minutes now, guys, and we'll get started. Thanks for your patience.
In the air tonight, take over your mind, let it hypnotize. drug so high. In the air tonight, take over your mind, let it hypnotize. Feel it in your skin, slowly it begins, like a drug so high.
Hello, Grey Race. Big Sam's. Don't worry, we'll answer that shortly. How you doing, Messiahs? Thanks for that, Falcon. Hey, Sub-Zero, what's up, man? Good to see you. Alright, let's get started. Welcome, you fine community. My name's Paul Mills from Raptoreum Core. People call me Binarai for some reason. And to my right, we have Hunter Schultz, who is the strategic director for Raptoreum. Is that right, Hunter?
Howdy.
Am I coming through loud
I'm
and clear?
I am, I hope.
You're quite
You
low,
are.
actually. I might turn you up a little bit.
Ooh.
Don't get too
Ooh.
excited.
That got to me. You're going to turn me up. Okay.
Uh, yeah. Just want to say sorry about last week. Again, we were a little bit busy with real life things, so we just pushed it to Thursday with a recorded version. But hope you all enjoyed that, as short as it was. And yeah, I think if things like that happen moving forward, we'll probably just do the same thing. So, how are you, Hunter?
Terrific. It was leg day
What does that
workout.
mean?
Workout. Yeah. Workout. I don't need any Budweiser material coming on board. He's firing up his fingertips right now, I'm afraid. But anyway, no, it was leg day and getting a lot of things in shape for the rest of the week and next week meetings. But I'll get into that. So we got a lot. We got a lot going on. A lot to
Absolutely.
cover.
What's
Right, yeah.
your drink of choice today, Hunter? I did see your
Agua.
tankard.
Agua. I
Oh,
had
you've
my
just got water.
agua. Yeah, I've got to drink
Yeah.
water because you work out in the Panama heat and you sweat like
Yeah.
probably more info than you wanted to know. But
Well, I've got the hot chocolate. Well, it's not hot chocolate. It's actually cocoa. I don't do hot chocolate. And I've got a new
tankard.
canister for it, and you tap the top, and it gives you the temperature.
Ooh, high
Yeah.
tech. Usually just stick your finger. That's too freaking hot. Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
Can everyone let me know if we're all coming through okay? Everything look good? Someone make a comment somewhere. Stream party chat or the
Okay,
YouTube.
just typing.
Loud and clear,
clear.
says
There
Falcon.
we go,
Excellent
yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, then let's have a
Hang on.
see. What? Hang on, what?
No, hang on. We're ready to go.
Oh, right. Hang on usually means hold on. Okay, all right. We've got some comments here from David, which I will start off with, I think. Where is David anyway? Is he?
Malaysia is last I heard.
Well, I know he's in Malaysia, but you know,
Yeah.
I think he hasn't been on a couple, has he? We need David on.
Yeah.
All right, David's saying we're excited to share that we have now a new backup blockchain Explorer. That's something else. Blockchain Explorer for Raptoreum. Thanks to RWED. So if you're watching RWED, big thank you to yourself for getting that sorted for us. You can now check it out at chains with a Z on the end .cryptoid.info/RTM. That's chains with a Z .cryptoid.info/RTM. We are gonna actually have this natively forward to a Raptoreum domain, so you won't actually have to put that in eventually. But for now, that is the link. So what I'll do is I'll put that in the chat.
I'll go in the description of the video too.
Yeah. I'll put that in the chat so
The edited
so
one.
people can check that out.
That's great.
Put it
Well
on the
done,
YouTube
RWED.
as well. Yeah, so basically what this was is obviously there's been some work going on with the main Explorer, and people need to see transactions and do various things with an Explorer while that's happening. So we created this as a as a backup method so people could still do all of those things. So yeah, go and check that out. David's also saying, speaking of our main Explorer, it's currently going through a reorganization. The goal here is to improve overall performance and stability, ensuring it can better handle load and remain reliable for all users moving forward as we move into use cases that could potentially give a lot more traffic to the network, and there's also the Explorer, where people need to be able to pull data from. So yeah, that's. I think I did mention that we were actually, doing something with this on the last stream, but that was in terms of reorganizing our server infrastructure, which supports the Explorer. But this is to do with the actual code of the main Explorer as well. So yes, it's all good for the for the future of the RTM chain and for doing what you need to be doing on an Explorer. David also says,
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, carry on.
One second to interrupt.
Yeah.
Arwed did a great thing with his Explorer, and that is I don't have to wade through all the transactions to get to my transactions. I mean, when I pull up my address on the Explorer, I don't have to go through 540 transactions. I see boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Big time saver. So thank you.
So are you going to use that one rather than the main one?
For the time being, you better believe it.
Tree, if you're listening, sort it out, brother.
Yeah, Tree. Yeah. Just like a little, what do you call those little like down arrows, and you can expand all the transactions if you actually need that. Why you do, I don't know, but
yeah. To be fair, I have seen a few comments over the last week. I can't remember where I've seen them, but people talking about how the Explorer is currently, and how other chains are doing it, and the ease of use of some of the other chains in terms of that. So I think personally I agree with them. I do agree with them about the Explorer. I'm not going to hide behind that fact. I think it can always be improved, and I would like to see the main Explorer with the assets built into it as well, all of that into one, rather than going over to two separate Explorers. So if someone would like to have a go at building something like that, then please do. This is a community project, and we all chip in how we can chip in.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, David's saying a massive shout out to Ricky16 for stepping up and testing out Shunan's Raptoreum marketplace. I know others have helped out with that as well, but David feels that Ricky16 is a notable mention. This is a big step for the ecosystem, and having dedicated community members helping test and refine things is absolutely invaluable. And this also brings me on to the name of the stream as well. I called the stream The Puzzle because as each day goes by, we are seeing some small pieces of the puzzle of the circulatory ecosystem of a blockchain that can show its might and perform on the world stage, and the closer we can get to completing that circular economy, the closer we are to providing something that can really, be powerful with UTXO technology, and with the security it brings everybody. So yeah, and David's just mentioned this marketplace, so I'll mention it again. Shunam actually released mainnet for the marketplace. I think it was couple of days ago now. This is mainnet on RTM chain, so you can actually create your NFTs on there and trade them, sell them, and all things like that. He has also created a simple YouTube channel for anyone that needs help in performing some of the actions on that marketplace as well. And that is at RTM Market, and that's on YouTube. So if you head over to the search bar, don't do it now because you're watching us, and we're, views are important. But yeah, after the stream, go to at RTM Market and check out the guides on how to use the marketplace. And what I'll do now as well is read the announcement to you all that actually Shunam put out a couple of days ago. I know that some of you missed it. Shunam hasn't really got a like a sort of a place of his home where he can really put announcements out. So I think he shot it through the general chat at the Raptoreum Discord. But I think maybe it might be a good thing moving forward if we gave Shunem his own little channel where he can, work on what he's building with the community and, push things forward on that. Zlata did actually mention to me earlier that she thinks that he needs a bit of help with, the design aspect, because obviously Zlata is big on design and she's worked on a lot of different aspects for the Raptoreum project and also other projects as well, including the Talon wallet. So she feels that it could do with a better design, and I think I agree with her. Shunem's a developer. He's not necessarily a designer, and he's tried his best to create the actual workings of a marketplace with the tools that are in front of him. So Zlata, if you are watching and you want to go and help out Shunem, maybe we could put a little bit of a bounty up so you can help him out and make it look pretty. But anyway, I'll read the announcement out that Shunem put out, and he says, "I am thrilled to announce that RTM Market is officially open. After thorough testing and no critical bugs found, it's finally time to go live. And today's date, the 5th of the 5th, 25, couldn't be more perfect." But that's not all. He's introducing the referral program, and he says you can now earn RTM by simply inviting your friends to join. Here's how it works. So you go to your settings in your account on the RTM Market, copy your unique referral link, and share it with friends. So yeah, you can do that. And when your referrals do any of the following, you'll earn 5% of the service fee. So that's including creating a collection or an NFT, selling an NFT, buying an NFT, listing an NFT in an auction with at least one bidder, and also winning an auction. So it's basically transactional rewards throughout the marketplace, and certainly a good incentive from Shunem to to get users to join. It's still early days, but it's nice to see a piece of the ecosystem puzzle put in place. He also says it's the perfect time to join. There are almost no users yet, but I know there are some users because I've been seeing a lot of assets being created over the last few days. He says, "Spread your wings, Raptors. With RTM Market, everyone can earn RTM. Not financial advice. Do your own research. I have to throw that in, of course. The domain name or the website to access the RTM Market is rtmmarket.com. So yes, go and check that out. Few things from myself. We are actively exploring additional markets, particularly ones where we've seen various users, especially from areas like the US, where they're struggling to actually acquire Raptoreum due to the regulations put in place on CoinX and the other exchanges that we're on. Obviously, you can buy and sell on TradeOgre, but that's not exactly regulatory. And this also brings us or connects us, and one of the main reasons why we're doing it for our strategy to expand our reach to larger investors as well, because larger investors they're not here to cut corners or try and be dodgy or anything like that. They want proper compliance and like they want a paper trail basically. So that's all part of giving those people access to that. All part of our focus that we are going to be pushing on for these to acquire nodes, and we're possibly going to be exploring some easier ways for node acquisition moving forward, although it's still very early days at the moment. And by node acquisition, I mean literally buying a node at a time without having to faff around with, sitting there on the market, accessing various orders that are less than a node. So it's, like I say, it's still early days, but it's certainly exciting to explore these things and provide some solutions that, we feel, and also that has been requested to solve some of the issues with acquiring Raptoreum coins to get the job done. So that's that. Big thanks also to the community. I just noticed before the stream that we're again #1 on Coin Market League. That's no mean feat. There's a lot of competition out there from the other projects, and it just shows the power in the Raptoreum community and the support that we've got. Well, I suppose that is the same as the power of the community, isn't it, really, the support? But Falcon's just sent the link into the stream party chat. Thanks, Falcon. So please go and make your vote if you support us and what we do. And for those that have already done it, we really appreciate the votes. It's always good to be #1 on a website such as Coin Market League. I just want to say as well, don't forget we are on other websites that do need a vote as well. One of them being Minerstat, which we put a lot of focus on last year and the year before. So go and check that out. That's minerstat.com. If I'm not mistaken, if you put /coins on the end of that, then that'll take you to the page where the coins are, where you can vote. You'll see today that we are #1 on Minerstat, but that's only literally recently when the vote has been reset, and I think there's only 4 or 5 votes on there, so we could lose that any minute. So please go over there and show your support like you're doing on Coin Market League for minerstat.com as well. It helps us get eyes on the project from miners, and hash rate and mining and the price, not financial advice, and also the way people look at the project. It's all related, and it all has an inherent equilibrium. So if we can bring that equilibrium higher, then it can't be a bad thing, can it? So thank you very much, guys, for doing that. I've just got off a call today with Mancini, whom I'm working on building the Talon wallet with, and we've been working on squashing this bug that I've been talking about. It's it's a little difficult, I will admit, and it's one of these niggly bugs where our back-end monitoring system is all saying everything's fine, but the actual UI has an issue, and I'll tell you what the issue is. So we've been thoroughly testing Talon Wallet and sending transactions in and out, creating wallets, also removing from the browser, re-adding to the browser as the extension in the browser, and then doing it all again. And very occasionally, when we're sending and receiving transactions from the Talon wallet, and at that point we're having to currently click the refresh button until we add the automatic wallet monitoring, which basically refreshes the wallet on its own after every transaction happens, or every transaction that it detects happens coming in. So when the refresh button is clicked, on occasion it just carries on spinning, and that seems to stop the historic transactions from appearing, and then a refresh of the actual extension or website is actually needed to get past that. So like I said, we've got different parts of Talon wallet which make the magic happen. One is including Erie, which is our back end, which is totally totally custom back end. The entire thing on Talon's totally custom, and then we have the front end as well, and then we have the glue which connects all these things together, and we have also the the in and out for websites to interact with that. But currently all of that's working except for this small niggly issue that doesn't happen all the time, where the refresh button is not sort of talking to the data that it should be receiving. It's something really stupid, because we've done a lot of development on Talon over the last 4 or 5 months, and before that we had an early version of Talon which was working superbly, and it's since we've really put a lot of work into security and put a lot of work into streamlining a lot of the parts of Talon to make it as snappy as possible, including like quickening up the parts of the wallet where, as we showed you on the live stream, we're taking advantage of Raptoreum's insta-send transactions, which is really important to us. And the more that we can narrow that time down, which is currently less than a second anyway, the better that we can compete on the world stage for the likes of Solana and all these other chains that promote themselves as being a very quick solution in the assets world. So to me, this is a really big piece of the puzzle, and I know that it's a beta that we're pushing out initially, and a basic version of the Talon wallet, but I really want you to experience the actual potential, and not just with the Talon wallet, but with Raptoreum, how the chain can actually perform, as opposed to how you have currently experienced it perform. Because when these when you can see these sort of things happen, then that can ignite creativity, not only amongst developers, but amongst community members on the possible solutions that we are providing in terms of both speed and also use case in the asset world as well. So thanks for your patience in waiting for us to release this, and it's frustrating for myself and Mancini to try and get to the bottom of this, but we will do it, because we've worked on Talon for so long now, and it means a lot to us, and the main thing is we're doing it properly. We're making sure that it's solid, and as soon as someone uses it and has an issue with it, they're going to just turn around and walk away. And this might not be the case because it's a beta, but I would rather send out a beta where people don't have to focus on one issue. They can focus on some of the things that we really want to see, like some of the possible small niggle mistakes that we've made on creating the wallet. Not saying there's going to be any, but I'm hoping that the focus is pushed onto that. So yes, I've got another call with Mancini, possibly tomorrow, to carry on working on this, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of this, so we can actually send out this beta and do a live stream. And again, I've mentioned this before, if you do want to be part of the beta, we are currently full in manual registrations with Mancini. I think there's 50 or so people registered for it. But if you do want to be part of the beta, we are trying to push our Discord, and some of the things on the Discord, such things that can help the community, like emojis, stickers, and a big banner across the Discord. So if you can help us out with some boosts, or a boost, then you can be enrolled into the beta automatically. I will be setting up a role shortly, so those that do boost it automatically get access to the beta channel, and obviously when the beta arrives, then you'll get access to the files, to the corresponding files as well. So yes, I'm also thinking, this is not on my list by the way, but I'm also thinking that it would be cool to have a wallet at the Talon Discord that is sort of linked to the Talon wallet. It could be standalone, but I would like to see it linked to the Talon wallet. And this gives you Discord access to everything that you've got on your Talon wallet, and including assets as well. Tree, if you're watching, you better get a move on. So this is my idea, and I've spoken to a couple of people in getting this job done, and you know, it would be cool to see. So we might be doing that. We might not be. I'm not sure yet, but it certainly would be cool to see a Talon Discord wallet. Yeah. Hunter.
Yes, sir.
It's time for you
I'm here.
It's time to talk.
It's my time. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It's Lau's time. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. Let's start with some local meetings that I've been setting up from Panama Blockchain Week connections. One is with a bank and a business development manager of a bank. And the other are several ed tech comments. I mentioned a little bit about it in the last stream, what's going on there. And I'm very encouraged by some of the things that I'm hearing. Bank is really just to see where, kind of fill them in what we're capable of. I have an idea for them to use our network. They currently use the Ethereum ERC20 network for going from fiat to crypto to Tether, USDT, and it can get expensive. Gas fees. It's an unknown, which is not good. So they use Coinex, and I started thinking, and this is me, non-technical, thinking, why don't you use Raptoreum, faster, cheaper, and then convert it back to USDT and then put it in their account. I'm just thinking out loud. That's what I'm going to talk to them about. That's one thing. And that'll make things a lot easier in terms of cost. And something a lot of people don't even know, I think, and the analogy that I'm using here is what I have in my head. I can be completely wrong, so don't lambaste me on the stream party chat or in the chat. A long time ago, when the internet was getting going, the telephone companies were making a lot of money with long distance calls. And a lot of people don't know it, but the calls are actually going over the internet. And they were still being billed at the higher rate. What used to be sent over cable and satellite were sent over the internet. And that is one reason why they were not happy with VoIP services like Skype. So that's kind of what's going through my head, some way to use the network, and could it pan out? I have no idea. But this guy's pretty intelligent. He's not technical, but he's very smart in the business side of things. And this should ring pretty true for him. The ed tech contacts that I'm working with are continuation of something I mentioned in the last update. And it's meeting with university rectors to talk about using Raptoreum blockchain to put credentials and things like that, graduate degrees, whatever, certificates on the blockchain. And so that's, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, this being Panama. I wish I could tell you for sure. But anyway, I'm hoping that's next week. Certainly the banking contact should be next week. Tomorrow I'm on a call with the Grand Poobah of Raptoreum. That would be David. Feidweiser is now going to work on his the green flag of the Italian Grand Prix of memes and assets is underway right now. So I'm on a call with David with a a guy who lives here. He's not from here, but he lives here now. And he's a pretty major player in investing in blockchain projects. He's doing a lot of work in Panama. But he was one of the people that David said, there's some synergy here. That word again, I mentioned it last week, that there's some projects that we have a lot of synergy with. So that on that call, I'm basically going to be a listener, and I'm very happy to be learning, the opportunity to learn from, two of the brightest guys I've met in blockchain. And there'll be more to come on that, I'm sure. And I don't have permission to share who he is yet. I'll try and get that. The last thing I want to mention is that the end of this week, I think Friday, I'm going to be finishing up at least one of the blog posts that came to mind. And as we're working with this new on-ramp, if you will, we have several on-ramps. One is for assets, and then there's the quote-unquote, the node on-ramp for sophisticated investors and people who can buy, I don't know, they can buy 100 nodes. That'd be nothing to them. So, not financial advice, do your research.
I was just about to say it. I'm glad you said it.
I'm there. I got you. So anyway, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and nodes are that's what I've been most interested in. And the income that can come in from that, from assets and transactions. It's the network, using the network. And so what I'm seeing now is, of course, from mining and blocks and stuff. So, and a little bit, tiny little fractions coming in from assets. So I started thinking, why not do a blog post on what I've been seeing? And so the working title, which is kind of a tease for you guys, within the new digital infrastructure is the smartest yield play you've never heard of. And there you are. And then there's a couple of other, and I'll give you kind of a sneak alert on this one. I've been thinking about, related to this is an article I just saw about the number of IPOs is dramatically down over the last several years. Initial public offerings for medium-sized firms. They go, the venture capitalists are getting out. But the amount of opportunities for investors to make a decent return with IPOs is shrinking. And that could be an opportunity for the space that we're in. So I've been thinking about that in terms of the blog post I just mentioned. And another thing that I've been thinking about is what I would term the robotic economy that's coming. It's gonna come. And robots have already been around for a while, but they're going to be taking on more and more tasks as time goes on. And I'm thinking that our ecosystem is beautifully placed to play a role in enabling people who will be displaced by robots to participate in that economy. And so I'm definitely thinking big on that one, but why not? Be a bear, be a grizzly. Charlie can relate. And so yeah, we've got some interesting things coming up in the blog that hopefully can spark some creativity on the part of the community. And the last point I want to make related to EdTech is that I know there are a lot of community members that are involved they're part of an alumni association, they've gone to college, they may have contacts with an alumni office. They could spearhead something to talk to the registrars about putting their graduates on the Raptoreum blockchain. And I know personally, because I've seen them, one university here has a whole bunch of computers just sitting around doing nothing. I must have saw 40 of them doing absolutely zero. And they're older computers, and it's got me thinking, why not connect 10 of those up and start mining Raptoreum to pay for those assets that you're going to use to create records on the blockchain for graduates and certificates. So I think there's a lot of synergy coming, and
a lot of them get free electricity as well, don't they? These educational institutions, yeah.
Yeah,
So
some do. Electricity is kind of expensive here, but you're talking about older computers that probably are not going to be consuming it. So it's just CPU. It won't be GPUs, just CPUs. And considering what it will earn in terms of Raptoriums to do assets, um, some of these, I mean, there are some universities that they've got plenty of computing power. Turn on, make the assets, make the Raptoriums that need to do their assets, and boom, shut it off. Done.
yeah,
So
I bet there's
it's a
some
lot of,
sneaky students that are doing it with back doors into a lot of the
you know what?
computers.
I thought about that too, about, here's the address it's going to, and if we see it's not going into that address and it's going to another address, we're going to
Yeah.
kick some ass.
I
We're
remember
going to kick
years
some.
ago when we first started, and a particular community member, I'm not going to mention names, they were they were going around the various large computer chain stores and inserting a special USB into each one, and then and then they were mining, behind the demo video that they usually have on these laptops and PCs. And they set it up so it started as soon as the computer turned back on the next day. So yeah, I'm not condoning those actions.
Oh, no,
I
no,
don't think you should
no,
do that. I think there's some kind of legality behind it. But yes. Anyway,
yeah,
anyway.
yeah. So there you are.
Yes. I think it's time for asset of the week. We'll have a look what we've got.
Oh, goodness.
Let's
Yeah.
have a look what we've got. We're going to the Minty AF channel. If you're not already at the Discord, the link is at the top right of the stream. That is
Start at the bottom, right?
discord.gg/Raptoreum. Yeah, I'm going to start from the bottom. How far are we going to go up? Because there's quite a lot.
A week. So,
Oh no, I know we're going a week. Right, I'm pushing it up now into the stream. Let's have a look what we've got.
it would be the first, May 1st, every day, in worker day or whatever. It is.
Okay, so we've got
gonna
blockchain
start
oasis.
first.
Yeah, what's this one here that's not got a image with it? Is there a reference with that to something
No.
else?
2738? No.
Oh, it is. It is. It's a piece of music.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I had to stop it quickly just in case it was copyrighted. But maybe I could just play it for 5 seconds. I don't think they're going to pull us up over 5 seconds. Give me a sec.
Fair use. I don't think the artist is going to.
You can't hear that, Hunter.
No.
I think everyone else can. All right, there we go. I'm not going to play any more than that. That's the one on the end. It's
How did it sound?
Good Night Raptors. That's called.
Okay. I'm
Next one, we've
scrolling
got
up now.
Blockchain Oasis.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oasis,
got RTM in the water.
Yeah. Oh, kitty.
Oh, we've got another one with a reference hash here on its own. Let me have a look. Oh, it's the same again. And that asset's called I Should Use Testnet Maybe. Hee hee. Okay. I assume this is to do with the music platform that are members creating, because there's a few songs here.
Yep.
Let's have a look at this
Oh,
other
nice.
reference. Oh, it's just the same song. So I think he's just testing out how it's working, and maybe testing out uploading to the platform. All right, okay. So artist name, sub-artist name too. Yeah, it looks like somebody's testing a few things out there. So yeah, that if that is the case, and if it's who I think it is, fair play, brother. Okay, the next one we've got is Sleeping Cat in Dark. Does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yep. And it's actually quite amazing.
It's got a very
Yeah.
suspicious black stripe near its rear end, though, don't you think? And it ends just at the white bit.
Yeah. Well, nature,
Yeah.
but the ear detail and the face.
You're saying all these things about this ear detail and that. It's probably a real cat. We don't know.
Could be. It
What?
could be.
Yeah,
That's a positive point in its favor. It could be a real cat.
yeah.
So who knows? I don't know.
Okay, okay. Um,
That's a
Sat.
logo.
What's that? A logo. Wildest Sat. Okay, that's a logo. Next one we've got is RTM Tapestry of Trust.
Yes, an alien dealing with assets and
Isn't it like a
at least it looks it.
cyborg?
Yeah, alien. The next is a hand pushing up
Raptoreum is
RTM
the
button.
future. IPFS. Cool.
Raptoreum Codex.
Is that the Book of Code?
The Book of Code. That's trees. Got to be tree. Artist
There's
now.
some more testing of the music by the looks of it after that.
Remember why you started. Oh, that's a
Isn't
nice
that one
pithy
that's
phrase.
on Shunem's Marketplace? I'm pretty
Could
sure I've
be.
seen that.
Okay. The one above it is flowers, black and white. Then there's a kind of a graphic
Yeah, pattern.
pattern.
Then we got hello,
Hello
writing.
Kitty.
Well, these are obviously not going to win. They're not nothing special, are they?
No. Right. More of the music thing is.
Looks like more music
Yeah.
testing.
Oh,
Okay.
now we're into the Indians. Yep. Hi yeah yeah yeah. Hi yeah yeah yeah.
End
hi,
of an
yeah.
era. Oh, do that again, Hunter. That's the closest thing I've heard to you singing.
Hi yeah yeah yeah. Hi yeah yeah. Hi yeah yeah.
This one's called A Profile of Wisdom. End of day
That's actually cool.
contemplation. Even though that they'll all get these different names, I mean, you could give all of these each one of them names, and it would still be the same because he's got like the same
Face.
look on his face. You know what I mean? Guardian of the Plains. More music testing.
Cartoons. Gone fishing. Morning brew.
I think that's a chicken, not a raptor.
Aerobatics. Gone hunting. And we're at May 3rd, so we're close.
Okay.
Did you see that?
Which? Or is that the name of it?
That's
Oh yeah,
maybe
I'm there
that's
now. I'm there now. Yeah.
2702, yeah.
Did you see that?
There's a Tunium lyric.
Well, they're looking over somewhere else, but I'd be more focused on why the hell there's a frog riding on the back of a fish.
Captain Obvious reporting for duty.
There must be something more interesting than that.
Siesta with chickens.
Oh, Tunium lyric. So these are for Tunium.
Mm-hmm. Balanox.
Balinox, yeah. Siesta with the chickens.
Yep.
Morning brew
Morning
on the
brew on
fly.
the fly.
Chickens ride free. 5 o'clock
Coffee
chicken.
with chicken.
All right.
Raptoreum riverboat.
That looks pretty cool.
Actually, that does, yeah. Graphically, it's cool.
There's a few
I like
different
that.
ones
I
by the
like
look of
that.
it. Yeah. That first one that I just mentioned, I think that's the best one. It's got better colours.
Raptoreum riverboat.
Yeah. There's another two, but that first one, well, the last one on the list of that boat. And then we got more Indians.
Yep, more Indians. And then Beta
And then
1.0.
I think we
help us
were at
on
this
the
point
boats.
last time on the last stream we got to here. So what's your most favourite, Hunter?
Boy, this is actually a little tougher. Let me scroll back. So far, I like the riverboat, that first riverboat, the
Yeah.
Raptorium riverboat. I like that. Cat I like.
So it's out of the cat or the riverboat?
Yeah, but I think there's one more that was, where is it? As I scroll through. Well, yeah, I guess it's between the cat and the, I'm going to go with the riverboat. I like the riverboat.
Okay.
I think that's saying something because, you know, Fozgen will be pissed because it's not the cat, but
All right then, community. If you are the person that's created the Raptoreum riverboat, that is the asset of the week, and you will get 5,000 magical Raptoreum coins. So thanks for those that have been making assets over the last week. It's nice to see a lot of assets being made, and yeah, please get in touch with us if you can prove to us that you are the creator of the Raptoreum riverboat, which is called Raptoreum Riverboat. Okay. What else we got? Oh yeah, I need to check the questions. So I'm going to go over to the stream party chat. If you've got any questions for myself or Hunter, then please send them into the stream party chat. Also, you can send them onto the YouTube. I did notice just before the stream actually started that there was a couple of questions on the YouTube channel, so I'm just going to head over to there now and see what's being said. Big Sam Presents is saying, what exchange can I purchase RTM other than TradeOgre? You can purchase RTM on CoinX. You can also purchase RTM on ZegX. You can also purchase it on bit.com. I would probably just stick with those, to be quite honest with you. There are other exchanges as well. If you do want to see which exchanges you can purchase from, if you head over to CoinGecko, type Raptoreum in onto the search bar, then click on markets, and then you can actually see there the list of exchanges that we have added to CoinGecko. There's probably maybe a couple more where Raptoreum is listed, but it wasn't really approved by the team, so we didn't add them to CoinGecko. Okay. I tried CoinX, but it says it's not allowed in the region of my IP address. I'm guessing it's because I live in America. Absolutely, CoinX is not currently available to US citizens. I mean, TradeOgre is, but it's not exactly regulatory friendly for US citizens. So, you know, myself and there obviously are ways around in accessing CoinX using a VPN. But I'm not recommending that you do that because you're not supposed to. But yeah, there's definitely ways around it. But as we mentioned earlier on the stream, we are actually working on a solution to this issue in providing US customers with a direct line of acquiring Raptoreum with a few different ways of acquiring it, including using fiat and USDT and also other currencies as well. So yeah, we can look forward to that. I know integration is currently underway, so when that's finalised, then me and Hunter will put out an announcement about that.
oh yeah.
Okay, Dwight is saying, I would never ever outright recommend utilising a VPN to access services such as CoinX. Well, I can't recommend it either, but that is a solution. Paul Hainline is saying, all good, checking in from Texas, USA. How you doing, Paul? Big Sam Presents saying, yeah, buying a node on TradeOgre sucks, with a lot of S's. Yeah, it does suck. But there is a lot of RTM on TradeOgre. So if you do want to grab a node, the RTM is there. The only issue is if you want to acquire RTM on TradeOgre, I would recommend using the USDT market. So you can actually, you know, go in sub-cents, because currently if you use the BTC market, it's locked to sat steps, not sub-sats. So if you do buy a node on there, you're actually losing out big time. What I have found as well is when I have purchased RTM on there myself from the USDT market, what they'll end up doing is sort of arbing off the BTC market as you keep purchasing the Raptoreum, so it does actually take it off the balance of the BTC market, if you're buying enough, that is. Will Raptoreum have a privacy use case? We know we're not inherently a privacy coin as such, and we don't intend to be. We've got something similar built into the wallet, which is a little bit like a little bit like mixing, and it's called CoinJoin. Tornado Cash did something similar, but we've got this in the wallet. It is rather slow and cumbersome, and it depends on a lot of different network issues, so it's not for everyone, but that is a privacy well, not a privacy option totally, but it allows you to mix your transactions up. We are actually thinking of removing that from the wallet in the future, because there's not a lot of people that actually use it, and again, like I've said to you, we're not a privacy coin. We're here to dance on the world stage as a good solution in the world of UTXO, and to bring true UTXO DeFi to the masses. And by pushing on those goals, we would rather not be a privacy coin, because we want to be everywhere. And if we were a privacy coin, then we wouldn't be able to be everywhere. We'd be ducking and diving on exchanges, worried about who's going to delist us here and there. And we want to be confident in the where we spend our money is going to sustain itself, and is going to last. And if we were a privacy coin, depending on how we are constructed, that is, and if we were to keep our current structure, that would not be possible. I know that there are other privacy coins out there, such as Xano, such as Firo, that have solved that issue in traceability on the exchange side, and the way their network works enables exchanges to be happy and not delist them, even though that they have threatened to delist I think both of those projects a couple of times, and then they implemented changes in order to mitigate that. So yes, we're not a privacy coin. Okay, what else have we got? Thank yous. Big Sam's Presents saying, I have a lot to learn, then thank you again. Hey brother, if you want to join our Discord, the link is at the top right of the stream. There's plenty of people in the Discord who can really bring you up to the level that we're currently at, and let you know about all the different things that we're doing, and some even help you get comfortable with the chain and fully utilize with it. We do also have a Stacy wallet at the Discord that was created by our lead developer, who is Tree, and that is a wallet where as soon as you join the Raptoreum Discord, you actually get a Discord-based Raptoreum wallet. And the cool thing is with that is, unlike other Discord wallets or Telegram-based wallets, you actually own your private key. So it's you've got a lot more control over that, because that means that then when you download a core wallet and it's fully synced, then you can actually merge that private key with the core wallet, and you can have your coins in there as well. Although I don't recommend that. I prefer to keep my Stacy wallet separate from my core wallet. Okay. Is there any more questions? I did actually put a goal on today, right? And the goal was within an hour, if we had 5 light blue super chats, those are $2 a piece, I would actually sing Barbie Girl by Aqua. But it doesn't seem like anyone wants to hear that, and I'm glad of it, because I don't want to sing it. So yeah.
Hey there, Barbie Girl. That old song, Hey There, Barbie Girl.
No. I've never heard that one. When did that one come out?
A long time ago, before you were born, my son.
Well, there we go then. I'm talking about the one by Aqua, where they actually did the whole video in the theme of Barbie, and then they got heavily sued by, I think it's Mattel, is it, who own Barbie?
Yeah, Mattel.
So yeah, Mattel, yeah. and so now they own all the rights to that song. But anyway, is there any more questions from anybody watching the stream? If there is, please send them now.
Forever hold your peace. Just kidding.
Don't forget, guys, that we do have membership levels on the YouTube, and you can support everything myself and Hunter are doing, including making these streams better, including some small marketing initiatives, and also little things like licensing for our output, and you know, little adverts here and there in or placements in on sites and things like that. So you know, big thank you to all of the people that are supporting us so far. In that regard, we are very appreciative of all of you, and if you are going to support us, there are actually little perks in place for the different levels that we do offer on the YouTube. And I think the top perk is actually automatic entrance into the both the realm of the Gigatoshis, which is a role at the Discord, and also Rigatoshi role at the Discord. What I tend to see is people with those roles get rain to a lot more often. When I'm saying rain to, I mean like people sending Raptoreum coins to a group of people. So these roles get rain to more often than the other roles on the Raptoreum Discord. So it does have its perks for supporting us. Also, as we've seen, there's been a few different projects that people have been building in the shadows. One of them being Shunam with his RTM market, as I mentioned earlier. Another one being Balinox with his Tunium, which was actually mine and Hunter's idea, by the way. So are we getting a share in this, Hunter? Do you think we're getting a share?
No, we gave it away through the generosity of our wisdom and kumbaya om. Oh, by the way, I just looked it up. It was Hey There, Georgie Girl, not Barbie Girl. 1966. I was 6 years old.
How are you?
That's why I don't remember it that
well, they would have got sued otherwise, wouldn't they? Or actually, they probably wouldn't have done because it's past, or it was the duration of how old it is means they can't be sued. Anyway, don't forget to check us out on X. We're on X. There's a lot of content that goes out on there. That is at Raptoreum. We're also on Instagram as well. We're also on Threads as well, if you prefer that. We are on TikTok as well. That's at Official Raptoreum. And we're obviously on YouTube because you're watching us right here. Please give this stream a like. Click the subscribe button. Is that where it is, Hunter, where you're pointing?
I was just thinking somebody.
Don't click where he's pointing. It's probably
click
that's
here.
probably flicking on to the next video. Yeah, click the subscribe button and the little bell to be kept up to date with any more Raptoreum videos, possible Raptor chain reaction videos if we do any more. We are pushed for time lately. We will do some more, yeah. Any more Raptoreum guides and possible CryptoSmith videos if he pulls his finger out and joins us for a stream. I know he's very busy at the moment. CryptoSmith, if you're watching, we do miss you.
Love you, Crypto.
Are there any final words, Hunter Schultz?
Boy, not really. I think we've pretty much covered everything we could. If anything more, but I'm encouraged. I guess that's fair enough.
Excellent stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back next week, same time, same place, for another Raptoreum Weekly Update stream. I have been Paul Mills from Raptoreum Core. And you have been?
I'm Hunter Schultz. Hunter Schultz. Yeah, I'm here.
What are you? What are you? You got to say what you are.
Strategic Director.
He's the Strategic Director. And we'll catch you later, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.